Match number 2 of CPL 2020 features the defending champions making their first appearance. Let's look ahead to the fantasy team then between Barbados Tridents and St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots on my 11th Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPN Cricinfo. Daren Ganga will join me. Right, let's throw in our pro tip at the start of this one. And as we look at the numbers at the Brian Lara Stadium in Tarouba, where a lot of the CPL matches this season will be played, we've seen that in 8 T20 matches played here from 2017 to 2019, the batsmen have found the going tough, with run rates being just above 7 per over. Hence, our pro tip suggests pick top order batsmen and plenty of bowlers. What does Daren Ganga make of that? Daren?
Yeah, I think we have to also take into consideration the fact that only 8 CPL matches were previously played at this venue. So there's not quite a lot of stats for us to glean any sort of major conclusions. What I must say is we've seen a highest individual score at the bat from Luke Ronke, scoring 60. But we haven't really seen any centuries scored at the Brian Lara Stadium. Hopefully that will change. Last year, the average first innings score was 169. So we expect that with a lot more matches being played at Brian Lara Stadium, we'll see a lot more runs being scored. Seamers, they tend to dominate there. Dwayne Bravo has picked up a 4-wicket haul. Raymond Reefer as well has picked up a 4-wicket haul there. So it's a good cricket wicket, and I've seen the conditions there. It's pristine, it's raring to go, and I expect that it will be a good contest with bat and ball.
All right, let's get straight into our team then. Before that, I'd remind all our viewers that on the My 11 Circle app, you get 100 credits to pick your fantasy team. You've got to pick your players from 4 categories. That's batsmen, bowlers, wicketkeepers, and all-rounders. You'll get every player's individual credit value on the site. And of course, you can pick a maximum of 7 players from 1 match in any given contest. So let's move to our team then. Let's see what our data suggests. And for captain and vice captain, we're going to start with Rashid Khan. It's a fair shout out to the best T20 bowler in the world. You think at the start of a big season, you want to go with bankable players you can rely on, inspire whatever's happened in the last few months. And we're banking on Rashid Khan. Plays for the Barbados Tridents, and we've backed Rashid Khan to give you decent returns in game number 1. Therefore, our captain choice. Our vice captain option is Chris Lynn. I went through an entire Big Bash league requesting fantasy users to go with Chris Lynn, because when he fires, he gets you plenty of points. He might be a hit and miss sort of guy, but we've gone for Chris Lynn, who will feature for the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots in this year's CPL to be our vice captain. Remember, the captain gives you double the points and the vice captain gives you 1.5 times the points, so pick them very carefully. In our top picks, Mitchell Santner features. You could consider him as one of the most underrated T20 players going around, certainly one of the more underrated T20 bowlers going around. He's a pretty handy batsman, he's an excellent fielder, and he's pretty much the whole package, therefore, in our top picks. Evan Lewis, he didn't quite hit it off in the IPL, but we know he's a dangerous batsman. He has a good record in T20 internationals against India, so users in India would know all about Evan Lewis. And we do know that when he does go big, much like Chris Lynn, he could get you a serious number of points. Don't leave him out just yet. Sohail Tanvir is there as well, one of the more effective T20 players. You don't see too many Pakistan players that feature in these parts of the world, because you might follow only the IPL. But as far as the CPL goes, don't rule out Sohail Tanvir, who of course has set T20 records to his name when he's been on form. So our top picks include our captain choice, Rashid Khan, vice captain Chris Lynn, Mitch Santner, Evan Lewis, and Sohail Tanvir. Daren, solid enough for you?
Top T20 players there. I can make a comment about each of them. Rashid Khan, definitely with his skills, he's the number 1 T20 bowler in the world. He brings a wealth of experience. He's played in the CPL before, so this will be no surprise for him being able to bring his A game and perform for the Barbados Tridents. Remember, the Tridents, a little bit different this year. No Phil Simmons. Trevor Penny is the coach of this team. There is no Alex Hales. No Harry Gurney, who was quite crucial for them with the ball last year. So Rashid Khan will take a lot more responsibility. Evan Lewis, we all know that he is a top-class performer. He had a really good series against Ireland earlier in the year, and that's playing for the West Indies. So his form is quite good. I think that those top picks are really spot on. Tanvir, out of the 22 most economical bowlers in the history of CPL, he's the only fast bowler, and he sits at number 11. So not only is a wicket taker, he's also quite economical in terms of the ball. So he can create that pressure, and he is a definite asset if you're picking a team.
All right, let's have a look at some value picks now. And I'd love to hear, Daren, on some of these emerging names from West Indies cricket. Joshua De Silva features as a wicket-keeping option. He is amongst the most talented wicket-keeper batsmen emerging in the Caribbean. He was part of the West Indies squad that toured England, even though he didn't get a game. That he featured with the West Indies squad in training could give you the indication that he is better prepared at the start of this year's CPL. Alzarri Joseph, IPL fans would remember him, a bittersweet IPL last year. He picked up record-breaking figures and also then had that terrible injury that ruled him out. But don't rule out that he could be a devastating bowler on his day in T20 cricket. As we look at our value picks, Joshua De Silva and Alzarri Joseph. In our full team, Johnson, Charles, Shea, Hope and Joshua De Silva will all feature in the wicketkeeper category. And that's where we've got those players as well. They'll get you some decent points with that too. Batsman Lynn, who's our vice-captain choice, and Evan Lewis. Our all-rounder options are Mitch Santner and Jason Holder. And our bowling options, Rashid Khan, who's also our captain in this team, Sohail Tanvir, Alzarri Joseph, and Sheldon Cottrell. That'll be a team that you can squeeze in with 100 credits on the My 11 Circle app. Thoughts on that team, Daren? Any other suggestions or recommendations that you'd like to make?
Yeah, I concur with the points that you made about Joshua De Silva being a young upcoming player. If you look at that St. Kitts Nevis Patriots team, they're a little bit short on batting. Yeah, a lot of firepower at the top of the innings with Lynn and Lewis, but that middle order is a little bit suspect. So I would think they might go with more of experience. Ben Donk is a name I'd like to throw in there, maybe to possibly replace Joshua De Silva, who might get a chance later into the tournament. Ben Donk, the Queenslander, he's played for the Mumbai Indians. He's played in the CPL before. That was early days for the Hawks Bills. So I think he might feature, and he will come in there because of having played in the Big Bash League recently. So he's got some game time. He's got experience. That might be something that they need. He can also wicket keep as well. So that is the one name I will try to throw into that 11.
There you go. You have more than 11 options then. Good to see Daren Ganga. We'll hear plenty more from him as the CPL now carries on. This was another episode of My 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPN Cricinfo.